The New York Giants and Daniel Jones have reached an agreement on a multi-year contract. He's Paul Dottino, I am John Schmeelk. And Paul, the good news, that means Daniel Jones is going to be in the building for a long time.
Yeah, Daniel's going to be 26 by the time opening day runs around, coming off a career year. You'll talk about those numbers in just a second. But the Giants have stability now at quarterback. Knowing that Brian Daboll is going to be going into his second year as a head coach with Mike Kafka as the offensive coordinator. He's also back. And so the Giants have the most consistent kind of triumvirate that they could have at the most key positions on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and Paul, coming to a multi-year contract, it also gives more flexibility with the salary cap instead of having that franchise tag on the books.
Without question. And, you know, you talk about the numbers game. There's always going to be a crunch whenever you're talking about salary caps and about superstar players. The idea is that you do something that's best for everybody. That's good for the player, that's good for the team, and that's ultimately going to help everybody, because when you have the numbers that the Giants now have at their disposal, they can add other pieces to the pie.
And it gives them the freedom to put the franchise tag on Saquon Barkley, which they have, the non-exclusive tag, so he'll be back on board next year. Now the Giants will look to add pieces around Daniel Jones, who, as you mentioned, Paul, is coming off a career season. Career best 67% completion percentage. Career best 3,205 passing yards. Career best 6.8 yards per completion. Career best 60.8 QBR. And they hope now heading into his fifth season, he can build on this as you build around him, and he'll become an even better quarterback.
I'll give you another stat, John. 5 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter or overtime. Big number, because you want your guys to play big in big spots. And that's what this quarterback did for the Giants this past season, as he got them back into the playoffs for the first time since 2016. The sky's the limit right now for what the Giants are trying to do. Whether or not they can get there quicker, well, it sure helps when the quarterback is still here.
And we should mention his career year in the running game as well, Paul.
No doubt.
120 carries, 708 rushing yards, 7 rushing touchdowns, and some really key plays in the red zone and on third downs to extend drives that really were key to the Giants winning some of their biggest games this year.
Well, remember, one of the big reasons he was able to do all that stuff was he enhanced his durability. He had gained like 10 to 15 pounds during the last offseason, understanding that, you know, the injury factor was something that could work against him. Well, he didn't miss a game due to injury this past season because he was a little bulkier, a little stronger. He's even gotten more bulkier. My understanding is he's 228 pounds right now. He has been hitting the weights every day and is even more thick and more muscle-bound than he was even last year, which should enhance his ability to take hits.
And he got sacked 44 times last year, and he still managed to, again, not miss any games due to injury.
Exactly.
So a player the Giants are thrilled to have back on a multi-year contract. Daniel Jones and the Giants reaching that agreement. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.